Namaste. In this video, we are going to talk about the book called Adhyatmikta, and this is a book by Rajshri Nandy. And if you're not aware of Rajshri Nandy, you should listen to the podcast with Veer Biceps, Ranveer Alabadia about tantric practices, various other spiritual practices. And if you dig deeper, you'll sooner or later come across this particular book, which is Adhyatmikta. And this is an amazing book for people who are just beginning into spirituality, especially Indian spirituality. And I think this will be really useful for people from other countries as well, who are just who just want to explore, who just want to learn more about what's there in Indian spirituality. So the book basically dives into a lot of things. What are rituals, what are reforms. It begins with the page ritual reforms, and it talks about what's the history of rituals and reforms, how over the time it got adulterated, how over the time it got wiped out of its effectiveness, efficacy, and became basically just a mundane practice. One of the important concept is about dharma and adhyatma. If you dig deeper into dharma, dharma is not limited to any particular region. Dharma is the basis for living. That's called dharma. That's how Buddha also described this. Dhamma, he says in Pali as dhamma, and dhamma is basically the rules that we must follow to have a peaceful life, a wonderful life, a fruitful life. That is basically Dhamma. It's not limited to any religion, be it Hinduism, Christianity, Sikhism, Islam, and it's not limited to any particular religion. It's actually belongs to every religion. So there are some certain rules that you must follow to have a healthy life that almost every religion have in common. Like it's like the 10 Commandments. Similarly, Buddhism has different things, but the dhamma or dharma remains same. That's also this book also talks about Rajshri Nandy. So one important concept that this particular book talks about the concept of Sadguru. So Sadguru is a guru, not related to Jaggi Vasudev Sadguru. Sadguru is a term for a guru who is there to teach the masses, teach the community how to live a better life, how to reach basically moksha, basically liberate themselves. And if you dive into moksha, what is moksha? Moksha is basically becoming free of the structures or the shackles of mind. So if you see my other video of Sunya Upanishad, which was the book by Osho, then I go deeper into the details of how mind and moksha is related. So you can see that video. I will link that video below. And book and the author also dives into details of why a guru is important, because a living guru can help and see you for what you are right now and what you can be in the future. Based on that, he can suggest the right guidance for you. But nowadays there are a lot of gurus, but you don't know how to judge a guru. So the ability to judge the guru is also important. In Hindi, it's called Vivek. It's the inner insight of how to separate the milk from water. That's Vivek. In gist, that's Vivek, and nobody can teach you how to have Vivek. It can only come from experience. It's like an inner intuition, and you need to have a lot of wrong experience and a lot of right experience to get into that perfect combination of intuition and rationality that will help you differentiate a wrong guru from a right guru. Now what happens if you don't have a guru? Do you stop practice, or you don't practice? Now every person has different opinion on this. My opinion personally is that if you haven't found the guru, you still practice and you still try things that you think are right. Okay, now this will often go haywire, and you might mess your mind up, because mind is really fragile. You might mess your mind up, but if you're really serious about moksha, if you're really serious about spirituality, you have to put some things on the line. So this is not what the book suggests, but this is what my experience has been. Even I haven't found the living guru, but I have found really good sayings from really great masters. Osho is one of them, J Krishnamurti is another, and along the time I have found various masters. Rajshri Nandy also, I have learnt a lot from his videos. And if you say to yourself that I will start when I find a guru, basically you will never start and you will never find a guru, because even a guru will expect something from you. Even a guru wants something to come out of you. Even the guru wants you to try. So you have to be always ready, and the only way to get ready is to keep practicing, keep learning, keep improving. Stumbling blocks are way of life. Stumbling blocks are way of learning. You will fall down, you will get back up. Just don't be in a hurry. That's my message to you. Just don't be in a hurry. If you're in a hurry, you will mess things up. The author talks about a concept of asuric sadhana and devik sadhana. Now, how can you different if you have a spiritual experience? How can you differentiate that this is really a good experience and not a bad experience as an asura, devil, and all? Because there has been cases where asuras, devils, these have influenced people, and they think they are getting spiritually elevated. They are reaching God, but they are actually reaching bad phase in life and bad phase in future. So how do you differentiate with that? So one way to differentiate is silence, quietude, elevation, feeling a bliss, and wanting to share that bliss with others. That's a good sign. So these are some of the signs that will help you decide whether you are doing the right practice. If you are practicing any kind of meditation, and if you are feeling at peace, if you want to spread that peace with others, and if you want to help others in way so that they can feel better, they can feel helpful, then it's a good sadhana. Otherwise it's detrimental to you and also detrimental to others. Most probably you should stop it or wait for a right guru, or try to find a right guru who can guide you. So the author also talks about inner guru. Another book, I'm forgetting the name, which says that there is a being within you that is at least 1,000 years old, the 1,000 years old intelligence. It's like an intelligence within you that already knows everything you want to know, everything you will do, everything you want to know, and everything you will implement in life and in future. That being is what can be your inner guru. So you can connect with that inner guru, your inner being, and even that can guide you into a better spiritual practice. In the end, spirituality is all about finding your real self, and that inner self, inner guru is your real self. Mind basically has four structure, which is your consciousness, your memory, your ignorance or ahankar, and the ability to think. All these things comprises the mind. So what is intellect? If you think about what is intellect is basically taking out arrogance or ignorance from your mind, or keeping it aside, just ignoring it for a minute, just having pure consciousness, just having pure attention, just looking at the facts that are present before you without any emotion. That is intelligence. That is the real intelligence that people are not being taught about, because that schools are not teaching, because they themselves don't know that this is the real intelligence. Again, what is intelligence? Intelligence is looking at fact figures with pure consciousness, which is chitta, only chitta consciousness you are looking at, without any outside information, or other thoughts are not going all across you. So why other thoughts might come across you is because there are vrittiyas in your chitta, as in there are some mutations in your consciousness. So if you look at it, if you're paying attention to this video right now, so there will be some stages where you have attention, and there will be some stages you don't have attention. So there is a gap, like a wave like structure, while you're viewing this video. That is basically mutation. When you reach a stage of when you reach a state of consciousness where you are elevated via meditation, via sadhana of any kind, tantra sadhana and all, what happens is that you get a flat line. When you're attentive, you're attentive. When you're attentive, you're not thinking of any other things. That is the goal of yoga, that is the goal of tantra, to take you to the point where you have overcome your vrittis in your chitta, as in your mutation in your chitta. So when you reach such a point, then you can work with intellect. Now Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, who's the author of book Flow, talks about the state of flow. State of flow is the similar thing, as in when you're so much lost in the process that you forget about other things. Your attention becomes a flat line, and you're just working, and you don't know what's happening. You're just working. So your memory is in function, your intellect is in function, your consciousness is in function, your ignorance is right out of the window. So these are the four things that also comprises your mind. Your ignorance is out of the window, and you don't care what's happening, you just focus on the task. That's the essence of intellect. I hope that makes sense. The other thing that the book and the author talks about is Satchitananda. Now, what is Satchitananda? Satchitananda is also the way that we define Lord, which how we define God. Now, what is Sat? Sat means Satya, which is truth. Chit means consciousness, and Ananda is bliss. So these are the three things that define the Almighty, the God, the being, and almost every religion agree on this. And these are the also three ways in which you can reach God, as in you can become one with God. Satya is the path of truth, which is path of Gyan. Chit is the path of, you can say, yoga, or you can say Hatha yoga or Karma yoga, and Ananda is the path of bliss, which is Bhakti yoga. So these are the three paths even with which you can reach God, and this has been also said as it is in Bhagavad Gita. Karma yoga or Jnana yoga, Bhakti yoga. These are the three ways in which you can reach God, and if you combine all these things, it becomes Raj Yoga. So this has also been described in this particular book. Satchit Ananda is how we describe the Almighty God, and if you want to be one with the God, you have to follow any of the three paths, or you can follow all three paths together, based on your suggestion of the Guru, or based on your own inner Guru, and that's how you reach the Almighty. That's how you reach the God. Again, in the end, the author also says that it's necessary to have a guru, because in Tantra sadhana, it can be really detrimental if you do something wrong in a wrong way. So if you're going to practice Tantra sadhana, of course get a guru. If you want to just get into meditation or just explore, you can of course do it without any problem. Most of the meditation techniques are harmless, and you can find various techniques online that can help you reach where you want to be, or you can go and attend a Vipassana session that's closest to you. So that's basically the introduction to spiritual practices, or as Rajshri Nandy sir calls it, Adhyatmikta, exploration of Hindu spiritual practices. There are many more things covered in the books, but I covered most of the first part of the book. The second part of the book is mostly related to deities, devtas, what they are in Tantra, and how they can help you, how they can assist you in your practice and in your goals of spiritual elevation. So, of course, if you are interested in this book, you should go to Amazon. I'll probably put a link in the description. If you want to buy my copy, you can buy that as well. I'll be selling this as well. But that's basically most of the introduction about this particular book. I hope you like the summary of this book. I tried to cover as much as possible in this video in short time. So I hope you liked it. If you liked it, you can share it with others. And don't forget to like this video, and if you have any suggestion, comment down below. How can I improve this video? How can I help you more, or just suggest what books I need to cover next? Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next video.